Well done on that very interesting race. It was quite close there at the end. Stay tuned. We're going to be having Metal Gear run next by Puchiedarcy, and he'll be going for the big boss race. Not just your normal playthrough, but getting it as good as you can get. So, and it's actually the MSX version that he'll be running. So this will be quite interesting. We have a few donations we might read. Ataku Patriot wrote, donated $22 and wrote, "You could have called this game Bear versus Camelot and no one would have argued with you. Donation goes to Runner's Choice." Also, Steve Smothers said, "I've been watching these GDQ marathons for a few years now. I want to thank the community for always putting on a great show. Can't wait for Legend of Zelda Swordless Run. That will be a very interesting run indeed." While we're waiting, got two more donations. Like to read off. Henry T donated $50 and says, "A little gift from the French community. Thanks for running Wizards and Warriors, one of my first games on NES. I never passed the second level. Sorry for my bad English. I study Spanish and French at school." Well, don't worry about your English. Thank you for your donation. We know that it's going for a great cause. Also, we have $200 from Lord Fox, who says, "Longtime watcher and longtime donor, good luck to everyone on their runs." Thank you, and hopefully we will have continued good luck on everybody's runs. And we also have another $5 from Cole T, who said, "Enjoying the show, good luck to all the runners, what an amazing event." Also, while we're waiting, we might mention a few sponsors that we have, including Alienware. They've been a leader in PC gaming hardware since 1996, available online and in stores in over 23 countries globally. Now streaming live gameplay and interviews every week on Twitch. See their weekly schedule and learn more at www.alienware.com. While they're continuing working, setting up, we might mention some things that you can actually donate for coming up here. For example, we will have a bonus Mega Man X3 low percent Buster only run coming up. That's that you can donate for. We also have an All Bosses Symphony of the Night bonus run that you can donate for. You can also donate to make sure that Castlevania Area of Sorrow is played on hard mode, which you should donate for that. That is the only difficulty that should be played on. Can I come in with a quick donation before you start?
Sure thing. Yeah, go.
Okay, Golden donated $9.15 and tells us,
We interrupt this broadcast to announce Poochie's Metal Gear Marathon Run has just begun. My TPO is raised. If you're having trouble miracle walking, you can always dial H for hard hat.
Yeah.
Can I get a Darcy Wall from the chat?
Darcy Wall. Darcy Wall. All right, we're good? Okay, so this is Metal Gear for the MSX system, but I'm playing it on PS2. It's a little bit different than the NES version, as you'll see. So I'm ready in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
So what I'm going to be attempting to do today is a big boss rank. A big boss rank is basically a speed run with some additional requirements. I have to beat the game in 45 minutes. I have to not die. I have to not kill any humans. I can only use 1 ration, and I can only get the 8 scripted alerts that are programmed into the game that are unavoidable. This game kind of plays like any other Metroid/Castlevania. I explore the compound, I collect items, I collect weapons, and I just screwed up like immediately. So I'm gonna actually quit out because I screwed up the RNG as well. I'm gonna do that for the first boss. So anyway, that alert cycles through the RNG, which I use for the first boss. So if I don't get any alerts and I do all that, at the end of the game we'll see big boss rank. Let's see. So once I come back in, that's out of the way, Gary. Don't worry. All right, so we get to hear the intro again. Welcome to Metal Gear. What I'm going to attempt to do today is a big boss rank. So 45 minutes, no kills, no 1 ration, no deaths, and the 8 scripted alerts. The plot of this mission is I'm Solid Snake infiltrating Outer Heaven. My commanding officer of Foxhound is actually Big Boss. They sent in Gray Fox to infiltrate and destroy the ultimate weapon, Metal Gear. Unfortunately, he was captured, so they're sending in me, the rookie, to kind of clean up the mess. So my first mission here is to actually find Gray Fox and rescue him. Throughout the game, you'll see me open doors or using various key cards. I actually have no, in a first play, you have no idea what card opens what door. They all look the same. If you even just run up to a door with a certain key card, it simply just won't do anything, and you have to cycle through every single key. This game's movement is pretty tight. I generally find the same tiles that I walk on. I generally find the same tiles to walk on every single time. So here comes a couple enemies up here. The enemy's sight is actually 1 straight pixel from their eyes to the edge of the screen. There's no cone vision. They can't see anything else. And they can actually only see from Snake's waist down to his boots. So a lot of times you might think, oh, that enemy's looking straight at my face. But if he's not looking below my belt, he can't see anything. So here we're going up to the 2nd floor where we're going to see some security cameras. Security cameras work the exact same way. So this one on the left can look all the way to the right, but not through certain walls or other obstacles. So I'm going to wait for it to go down. And you'll see me use a technique where I just kind of reset the room. I reset the camera pattern so that now I can walk underneath this, no problem. Coming up in the next room, you'll meet the first hostage. There's 19 or so hostages throughout the game. Every 5th hostage I rescue increases my class. What class lets you do is it gives you more health, and it lets you carry more ammunition. That's extremely important because, as of right now, I can't carry enough ammunition to defeat Metal Gear. So we'll come down here. This guy right here, I punch him. You can punch an enemy up to 2 times before you kill them. While they're stunned, you can walk through them freely. Normally, walking through them would trigger an alert. These are rolling trash cans. They will instantly kill you. Come down here, hit this guy. So here's an instance where this guy's going to come down, punch him, walk through him, and this other guy on the right just doesn't see me at all. Same thing with this guy. I'm going to chill right below his line of sight, and he has no idea I'm there. But I'm going to sneak up and give him the back attack. Coming up here, now we have keycard 2. And I'm going to make my way back out. Going to wait for that camera on the left. Now see that door up there, that's actually a keycard 2 door, but you have no way of knowing unless you go up and try every single key. Punch this guy twice, sets up the timing to pass that guy. Punch, move around. The first 10 minutes or so are pretty light on enemies. they're simply just not around until you get to Building 2 or Building 3. Another thing about the security cameras, in later 3D Metal Gears, you can walk underneath them. In this game, you can't exactly walk underneath them, but again, they can't see the top of Snake's head, so I'm able to kind of edge underneath that one. These are RC missiles, just like any other good Metal Gear game. Unfortunately, I will only be using them once, about 20 minutes from now, so just hold on. This is a gas room. It's actually, if I wasn't wearing this gas mask, I would take tremendous loads of damage. Unfortunately, since you can only hold one thing at a time, every time I equip the key card to leave a gas room, I take a little bit of damage. And because I can only use one ration, health management becomes extremely important later on. So now this is key card 2. You just gotta, if you want to ever do a big boss, you gotta memorize where all the key cards are. Rescued, thanks for the advice. Normally the hostages give you meaningful advice, like where items are or what your plot is supposed to be. So here's the first boss. I kind of call them the 4 horsemen. I don't even have to beat them. I just walk right by and pick up the grenade launcher.
Yeah.
Now you see my health get dangerously low. One more hit would have killed me, but I actually RNG manipulate that fight to get the exact same pattern every single time. So that's, but then after that, I could try to carry the RNG further for things like tank battles, but it's kind of pointless after that. It's not as good. This is my favorite hostage. He gives me Diane's number. Diane is supposed to be the NPC you call who tells you like how to defeat bosses. But kind of like 9 times out of 10, when you call her, some guy named Steve picks up and just says Diane's shopping or showering, and then you don't get any advice. Nothing helps you. So that's just a little bit of humor that's in the game. Going back down to floor 1. I'm still looking for Gray Fox, just exploring the base, trying to collect as many key cards as I can. This is a room with triple cameras. Unfortunately, I skipped the cardboard box. That would actually be really useful in this room, but box really isn't useful at all for a big box run, or a big boss run, a big box run, actually. Again, sneak past some guards. So actually, that last hostage made me rank up, and so you'll see my max HP is a little bit higher, and you can't quite tell, but I'm able to hold more ammunition. I actually haven't even picked up a gun yet. This is the second gun I pick up. I skipped the pistol, but I haven't even equipped a gun. And here I actually get intentionally captured. Don't move. And so that area intentionally gets me captured. I'm put in jail, and I use my superhuman strength to bust through this wall and rescue Gray Fox. Gray Fox counts as a hostage. He tells me to find Dr. Madnar, the creator of Metal Gear, because Dr. Madnar is the only one who knows how to stop it. So here's your first true boss, the Shotgunner. Again, I use my superhuman strength, punch through this door. No other doors can you punch through. Good keycard 2. What I did in that menu real quick was get rid of an item that's a transmitter. The enemy planted it when they stole all my items. So if I had continued on, I would have gotten an alert phase in every single room. This is a little bit of grinding. Ammo boxes give you not only machine gun ammo, but grenade ammo. And more importantly than the 100 bullets, I'm going to get 30 grenades. The boss is dead.
Nice. That was a perfect boss fight.
That was good. Dogs don't count as kills. Kill the animals. So this is a long maze where all I have to do is pick up one item. So I'm going to throw it over to Cosmic if he's got any donations he wants to read.
Well, we have from year 0223, we've got $10. It says, great to see Metal Gear.
Throw the snake, Drew!
I mean, kill the animals. And AGDQ Lurker donated $50 saying, long-time Lurker, first-time donation. What you guys do is not only impressive, but incredibly gracious. Donation goes to Area of Sorrow Hard Mode for maximum sorrow. And finally, the Astropath donated $50. It said,
Metal Gear!
is he using nano machines to go fast, or is it just his genes?
So the item I just picked up there was the Bomb Blast suit. We will not be using it in the way it's intended. It has kind of a secret feature that we'll use in about 3 or 4 minutes. But all these walls, the way you're supposed to know how to get through them is if you punch them, it kind of does that question mark above your head saying, oh, this is a peculiar space. So I'd have to go around punching walls, but you can't break them with your punch like I just did in the jail cell. Now there's a hidden item right here that's actually 100% necessary to beat the game. It's the enemy uniform, so I can disguise as them later. If you call your commanding officer Big Boss right there, he kind of makes fun of you and he says, enemy uniform? What, like a schoolgirl's uniform? It's one of the few times where he'll actually just kind of not give you advice and just make a joke. So we're still collecting items, still collecting hostages. I need keycard 4 to actually leave building 1. I just simply don't have that keycard yet. So again, this surveillance camera, I just kind of time when it's passing through the boxes. This is a sleepy guard, and he's not even looking my way, it doesn't matter. These are infrared sensors. If you either have the infrared goggles or these cigarettes, you can see the beams, or you can just know where to go, and you don't have to look at anything. These are stationary. The beams don't move, but later on you'll see, well, you won't see the beams, but the beams actually start moving. Keycard 3, get another hostage. He tells me that Dr. Madnar is in the courtyard of this building. This is the machine gun kid. I'm going to kill him with a machine gun. So now in order to get to the courtyard, I'm going to have to parachute off the building. So there's my parachute. And I've gone ahead and swapped ahead to the next item. It's going to use the grenade launcher for the first time and this bomb blast suit for the roof. Don't have much to say during this epic music. This is pretty much the same track you hear throughout the entire game, Theme of Terra, except for the basements where you actually get a pretty rockin' bass tune. All right, so here's a point where I'll show you this camera is just gonna go right by me, not see my face behind the box. All right, time for the first roof. So invisible to your eye, right there is a wind barrier. If I were not wearing the heavy bomb blast suit, it would have kept pushing me back. So by wearing the suit, I'm able to just walk right through the invisible wind barrier, but you'd have no way of knowing otherwise. Here's a rickety bridge. Second one. And now we're entering my first scripted alert phase. So I got these flying jetpack guys who want to shoot at me, but they all miss. And then we fight a Hind D. This position is extremely safe. The Hind D actually can't hit you, and I can just continue to lob 20 grenades at it until it dies. I think there's a couple. Oops, miscounted.
Yeah, one.
All right, there we go.
Nice.
And now I parachute to the courtyard. There's that really quick screen with that small platform. If you didn't have the parachute equipped, you would just kind of die in midair, floating, and it would send you all the way back. So now I'm in the courtyard. I'm going to get in this truck, and there's keycard 4. Now I can officially leave the building. This is actually a minefield, but I have enough health that I can tank that mine hit without worrying about it. None of these other screens are minefields. They just have dogs. So here is my, I guess, 10th hostage. Now I'm rank 3. At this point, health management becomes critical because I'm going to go to the roof of the second building, which also puts me in a forced alert phase with tons more jetpack people and craziness. In this van, I'm going to pick up 3 packs of plastic explosives. That's going to be almost enough to defeat Metal Gear at the end of the game.
Would you mind if I read out a big donation?
Go for it.
Okay, so we have $10,000.
Whoa! Nice.
So got a donation from the Yeti that says, "Hey guys, Yeti here. We're excited to be part of SGDQ again. Here's $10,000. Can we donate to complete Essentia's Half-Minute Hero 300, Oregon Trail, Bashi Run, and put the rest to save the animals because they deserve a fighting chance." I might change my mind later.
Shoutouts to the artist and Cool Maddie for being awesome. Wonder shot!
Excellent. Thank you, Yeti. So I actually forgot an item. I forgot to go get the body armor, because normally you don't do that in the speedrun. But like I mentioned, since health is going to be critical, the body armor will reduce bullet damage by half.
Yeah, usually on world record runs, you don't actually go and pick up the armor, but during marathons, you actually need that armor because there's a certain area coming up in building number 2 where you absolutely gonna need that armor. We called it Hell Roof, actually.
Yeah, it's really bad. So, okay, now I can traverse the desert. Let's see, I'm just going to do my... I don't actually know where the mines are. I just know where my route is. Okay. Now I got all my right equips. So here, going up the desert, you see some missiles coming at you. That's because there's a tank at the end. And this is really where the only glitch is. We'll wait up here. The tank will shoot me, and I'll just damage boost right through him using my invincibility frames. Otherwise, I'd have to pick up a whole new weapon, the mines, that we don't use at all otherwise. There I use the enemy uniform to infiltrate the second building. And through this door, you wouldn't believe it, a bulldozer. This is actually some pretty tight timing to just be able to spam as many grenades as possible to defeat it. Those are infrared sensors that move, but if you use the same movement every time, they won't see you. This is my favorite room in the game, actually. 3 guys all looking around all over the place. But again, I can reset the screen, reset their patterns, and just have beautiful timing into this room. Here I'm going to pick up the antenna. This building here was blocking my calls. I couldn't call Big Boss. I couldn't call the resistance leader. I couldn't call anybody. So again, I can walk through this guy, turn the corner, all good. So now we're going to the roof. The bulletproof vest gives me like a 95% chance of succeeding. But I mostly will be trying to intentionally run into enemies to only take 1 tick of damage instead of getting shot, which takes 2 ticks. But you get some sweet music while we're here. And of course, you know, they put a hostage up here that I have to save. All right, good so far. I hate that guy in the bottom left. All right, he shot me. That's fine. In here, I try to take 3 hits. Oh, 2 hits. All right. And then this is the second to last door. And again, if you didn't know what keys open what door, you would just be sitting here getting assaulted. I'm going to intentionally get hit by him because that does less damage, and we have plenty of health to continue to run.
That was nice, actually. You guys have no idea how hard that roof actually is.
And you actually started with less health when you're doing a true big boss, because that shot I took from the tank to damage boost through it would have done double. So you do it with even less health in a true run. Another hostage here. Thanks. This is the building 2 maze. I need the gas mask because it's full of poisonous toxic gas. And again, like, you'd have to punch all these walls to figure out which ones you can detonate these plastic explosives onto. Now this is a keycard 1 door, so like intuition would tell you try 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but every time you try a card, you're going to take ticks of damage. And considering I can only use the 1 ration, you know, memorization is an absolute must. So this is a 5. Oh, there's Dr. Madnar. He tells me how to save Metal Gear. Oops, it's a trap. So that guy, I just like him. He throws up his arms. He tries to trick you into thinking he's the real Madnar. 6. And this is the fire trooper. He just has a Mario fire bar. But around this corner, my spray can take him out. So this elevator can actually only go up, and then the other elevator can only go down. which makes the backtracking in Building 2 kind of irritating because I have to come up here, get one item, and then go back downstairs to get ammunition for it. But we're about to hit rank 4, which is the highest rank we need. Can come down here. I'm going to wait for this guy to turn. Great. This is our, I think, 14th hostage. And we're going to get our, we're going to get our 15th real soon. That's Bloody Brad, by the way. There's 2 of them. I don't even have the appropriate weapon to kill them yet. So here's hostage number 15. He gives me Jennifer's number, and I love Jennifer. She will only receive your call if you have enough class. So I get rank 4 at the same time that I get her phone number. I call her, and she puts a rocket launcher in the door on the right. If you walked in there before calling her, there'd be no rocket launcher, but now there is. I don't know how she did it without key 6. So this is the weapon that I use to defeat the Bloody Brads, and also the final boss of the game. Man, almost gave it away. But the only ammunition I can get for it is downstairs back in the basement. Every other ammo within reasonable walking distance is protected by a scripted alert. And obviously I can't be taking extra alert phases. Punch that guy, walk through him. This guy gets sleepy as well. So I'm just going to go down to the basement and refill a bunch of ammo. Nothing's going to happen for like 2 minutes. So Cosmic, if you got more donations, go for it.
We sure do. First off, we have $100 from Farn Larson Jarnkaner. I'm sure I butchered your name, but $100. Great event for a great cause. PC Master Race. Good luck on the Metal Gear run, puchiedarcy. Also, Juka Jokala donated $70 saying, "So Solid Snake? Kill them all." The animals, I mean. Anonymous donated $50 saying, "Loving the event so far, guys. It's amazing to see such a positive event in the gaming community and see the amazing runs drives me to be a better gamer. Big boss hype!" Kurt Doggy gives us $10 saying, "Hey SGDQ fam, I just want to say Metal Gear Solid is my favorite series and makes me so happy to see it here. That big boss rank though. Let's make the world a better place, y'all." Valkuma donates $25 saying, "I had to donate the second I saw Metal Gear on stream. This is my favorite game series of all time. I give my cash not for honor, but for Solid Snake."
So I'm trying to get 10 rockets here. I only need 8, but I'll get 10 for safety. I also picked up my last pack of plastic explosives for the run, and I picked up 1 ration. Did I pick up the ration? Yeah, I picked up 1 ration that I'll use at the very end. So finally this room's over, and I can leave the basement and go back to floor 2. So like I said, those Bloody Brads, this is the only weapon that can do damage to them. Each one takes 4 hits. They kind of run erratically left and right, but if you stand at certain places, they won't be able to hit me. I'm watching the guy on the left as he turns. Perfect. I need keycard too. So down here, I'm going to kind of inch forward and give this guy 2 quick ones. Great. 2 more up here. And they're dead. So they give me keycard 7, which allows me to leave this building. But I need one more thing to cross the desert, and that's a compass. I'm going to call Jennifer. Jennifer tells me, she lets me open this door. Magic, I don't really know. So there's the compass. You got to be careful exiting this room because that guy is right there. So I just immediately throw a punch. So now that this building's done, we'll be able to proceed across the second desert. And I got bad news. The second desert is filled with venomous scorpions. Now, typically, you would find an item called the antidote that you could use to heal your poison status, but it's protected behind an alert phase, so we actually can't get it. I have to cross the desert 3 times total without getting poisoned. and I just kind of time my movement for these guys, and they are unable to hit me.
Yeah, every speedrunners who speedrun this game know how horrible that Desert of the Scorpion is. A lot of good runs just ended up by these scorpions.
Oh, don't want to shoot them with rockets. That's kind of overkill. So I'm going to be taking it kind of slow, just making sure I kill all the scorpions that get in my way. All right, that's good. I'm going to crawl up the right side of the screen. Solid. All right. Okay. Coming up here is 2 scripted alerts back to back. So I need this key to open. I need key 7 to open this door. I come in here, a second alert. These guys are all here. And I have to pray that they don't jump on my C4. Okay, they didn't. So if I lay that plastic explosive to open that wall, and if the enemy movement is random enough, they will jump on it, and that would be a kill, and I would not be able to complete Big Boss rank. But that's actually kind of the last random thing that happens, aside from more scorpions. So now I'm going down all the way building 3 to pick up another item, and I'm taking this elevator that is 100 floors deep. So Cosmic, if you got more donations, go for it.
All right, we got $50 from an anonymous who says, "Hey everyone, this is my first time watching SGDQ live and first time donating. Thanks for the game and supporting a great charity. Snake? Snake!"
So here we get the oxygen tank that allows me to swim underwater without taking damage. If you got another one, go for it. I have to go back up.
Got 2 more. We have Hardware Doc donating $50 saying, "Thanks for the Metal Gear love from Poochie here, and shout out to Gruga, DS 2-player, 1 controller run hype." And Cypher032 donates $55 saying, "First time watching SGQ live. It's amazing to see great gamers doing great things for a great cause. Let's see that Pokemon blindfold run. I want to see that too."
So those random pitfalls will instantly kill you as well. If you just kind of know where they are, then it's not a big deal. So that was good. I actually like running into that guy as opposed to getting shot. So now we're going to do some more scorpions.
Scorpions, oh man.
I really have to worry about one in the top right-hand corners. When I when I scroll onto the screen, one could like be instantly there. Okay. Okay, he's leaving. I feel like they kind of gravitate to the right, but I mean, oops, hello. Okay, I'm scared of this one.
Yeah, their movements are random.
It kind of gets psyched out by them sometimes. All right, but that's 2 out of 3. That's solid. Wrong weapon. So now I have this oxygen tank, and I'm going to go all the way up here. All the way up here is Dirty Duck. Dirty Duck actually has Jennifer's brother hostage, and so I'm trying to go save him. I don't really have to save him. Like, I don't have to talk to him. I just have to defeat Dirty Duck, and he has keycard 8, which is the final keycard of the game. Here's my first of 2 uses of the RC missile to destroy this electric grid. Again, it's kind of all about health management at this point. There's some more ammo here that I use for just acquiring more rockets that I need to finish the run. And actually in that room, Schneider, the Resistance leader, calls me and tells me he knows who the leader of Outer Heaven is, but unfortunately he is cut off before he's able to tell me. So we still don't know who the final boss of the game is. I leave this room to set up a quick kill where I can just mash and hit that guy with 2 rockets, and it's over. And the second use of the RC missiles, perfect. All right, re-equipping my oxygen tank and my submachine gun for the scorpions. Wait for these guys. So technically that's like part of building 3, and now we're going back to building 2, and I have to cross the desert to go back to building 3. But once we get there, it's pretty much just the final gauntlet of gas rooms, pitfalls, hidden walls, security cameras that now shoot laser beams in order to finish the game. 57. And the compass. Man, that guy was right there every time. Great. Okay. If you, I used that screen wrapping technique and I kind of like went left and right. Using that in the Scorpion Desert is a big no-no because it actually reshuffles the Scorpion positions. So if I were to accidentally screen wrap, I'd get a whole new tile set of, a whole new pattern of Scorpions that I wouldn't be able to deal with. Or at least not have the reaction time to deal with. So now, back down the elevator. If you want to do one more donation, now's the time.
Right, we got a perfect one to read off. Dram55 gives us $50 saying, "Great run so far, Poochie. My favorite Bolt member aside from Fake Ivan from Bram55." I'm not sure if the Bram is a typo or not.
That's my nickname for him.
Okay. Well, that makes sense then. So thank you for your donation. And by the way, with a $50 prize, that puts you, if you donate, that puts you in a be eligible for a grand prize of the Alienware Area 51 gaming desktop, or if you donate 30, a grand prize for 500 gigabyte PlayStation 4.
So at this point, if we rescued a certain hostage, we would know who the leader of Outer Heaven is, but I'm actually going to take this one codec call and let you see that Big Boss all of a sudden tells me now to abort the mission, return immediately. This is an order. Turn off the power on your PlayStation 2 at once. So Big Boss now knows that I know he's the leader of Outer Heaven, and he kind of breaks the fourth wall to make sure that I don't finish the run. But I'm going to disobey my commanding officer, keep the PlayStation 2 on, and defeat him. Half of these rooms are gas rooms, so I need to equip that mask. Again, these are door ones, which are really tricky because you have 8 key cards, like you would just cycle through every single one. This is the final door one. This is where I use my one ration to get across this electric grid. There's no way to turn it off. Now I'm going to fight Metal Gear. Metal Gear has, I have to use 16 charges to defeat him in a specific pattern on his right and left legs. So I'm going to be quiet so that I don't mess up the pattern. And the last one is right. There you go. Metal Gear's destroyed.
Nice.
Now the Outer Heaven self-destruct mechanism has been triggered. I'm about to fight Big Boss. Don't blink. I get his AI stuck in a loop, and he just kind of hides around that corner. I shoot 4 rockets in him, and he's dead.
Nice.
You're given 3 ladders to potentially escape from. Always team left. And 3 screens up on this ladder, and time is going to come up soon. I don't know why they give you so much time. So time is in 3, 2, 1, time.
Nice.
So with that, Snake radios in, says Metal Gear's been destroyed, Outer Heaven is no longer, Big Boss is dead. We'll watch about 3 minutes of credits here. We'll see the final codec call. There's always a good final codec call. And then we'll see the score screen at the end, which I'll have a Big Boss rank. Thanks.
Absolutely awesome job on that, Poochie. That was a really awesome run to watch. Okay. While we're waiting here, I'm going to go through some of our incentives you can donate for again. Hey, if anybody wants to make Rom Scout happy, you can make sure that the Portrait of Ruin of Run will happen. Wait a second, that one's already been met, so he will be happy. But a low health challenge for that one's been metal, so I am reading the wrong part of the page. Sorry about that. Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow. There's Julia versus Soma bid war. And if you want to play as a Belmont or play as the second prettiest vampire of them all, because Alucard is definitely the prettiest, and that one is very easy to jump on if you would want. There's not very much separating those two. I want to mention some of our sponsors. That includes World9 Gaming, premier computer and console gaming provider for events across the Midwest since 2005. They have a dedicated staff, tournament expertise, and an expansive collection of games and consoles. The best gaming experience is the lowest cost for all events, large and small. For information and booking, check world9gaming.com. Also mentioned that we got a large donation from the Yeti earlier. If you want to know more about the Yeti, they are today's tea for your torso, supporting Game Done Quick events with teas since 2012. $3 from every $11 t-shirt is donated to Doctors Without Borders. Special thanks to the amazing artists who donated their amazing talents to this. Special thanks to artists Mark, Carrie, Casey, Tanya, Logan, Drew, Tiffany, and Nina for donating their artwork.
Okay, so this is the final screen. I have to actually click to progress it. Here's your final coda call. It's Big Boss telling us he's not dead, setting us up for the sequel, Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, and the score screen. So Big Boss rank, 3155. No saves, no continues, 8 alerts, no kills, 1 ration. Thanks, everyone.
An absolutely amazing job on that. And we have one last $50 donation from Ridley saying, one last $50 donation from Ridley32 saying, love the classic Metal Gear, Big Boss. But if you enjoyed that, please don't go anywhere. We will next be having Rayman